So I guess I'll start off by, I keep telling myself, oh, this is a post-Facebook application. So let's talk about why I don't use Facebook and what's wrong with Facebook. And I think it boils down to two big issues, for me at least, which is, one of them is that, it really requires some commitment on your part to go out and collect the data that you put on Facebook. You have to consciously arrange it and push it out there. And so Facebook requires a time commitment from you throughout the day to do this. The other issue I have with it is, of course, that there's all these privacy considerations around that you don't know really what's happening with your data, how long it's being retained. They have a they have a hard time understanding, people's privacy concerns in their history, that they have a history of changing their procedures that bump up against people's privacy concerns. And so that's one of the reasons. That's actually more of a post-facto justification on why I've done what I've done. I guess the original inspiration was, I thought, well, everyone's coming up with these new ideas for a startup. How do I take the oldest idea of computing that I can find, which is called the MEMX, which is an idea from the 1940s by one of the primordial computer scientists, Vannevar Bush, and he came up with the idea that this was, for him, it was all on microfilm, recorded microfilm. You have a special disk that it would be, your set of documents that you would have in front of you through microfilm, and then you would define connections between them and write your own notes. You can cross-reference your notes between them. And what that has developed into over the years, especially now that computing is so pervasive, is its applications like Google Plus and Facebook, where you are amassing your own data. And I thought, well, okay, what if we made it more convenient, more pervasive than that? That the very latest versions of MEMX involve wearing a computer that you would take with you wherever you go. That would be an always-on camera that would be recording whatever you do. Identifying people that you talk with, extracting the context of your conversations. And we're not quite there yet. That's a bit down the line. But what I have here can easily evolve into that, and that is just a matter of taking and creating a single database of what you do with your life all day. And I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch from my webpage over to the user story that I created. Oh no. I created it to fit on my monitor, but not your monitor. Let's see if I can do this. I can do this, though. I can go to my webpage. All right. So this is, if you really want to record everything that you possibly could throughout your day, this is what you could do without too much effort right now. That your sleep and it's not very convenient to record that. But if you've got an alarm on your phone, if you've got it on an Android phone, there's an intent that'll say when the alarm goes off. So you get on, alarm goes off. You might check your mail in bed, have some breakfast. You can't record that. You'd get a message from your boss. Wanted to say something about work. You could get in your car and drive to work. And these days, the dashboard application on the car is basically a distribution of Android in most of them. So it's possible to get an app for that so that you can then record your activity on the car. Maybe you listen to some music in the car. That's also on the Android app. You get to work, you check your mail, you pull the work that you did for the repo. Maybe there's a bug that you were able to fix. You've got a conference call that's going on that you join. Hey, you get a a call from your wife at work, you want to do something. Go to lunch, check other people's tweets, other people's Facebooks. Then maybe you'd put up a log of what you've done so far. After that, you schedule a meeting, you got to write a document in the afternoon. At the end of the day, you fill out, if you're being responsible, you do it on a daily basis, fill out a time card of what you did during that day. End of the day, you drive to the grocery store. This is, again, Android app on your card that you're logging. You use your credit card at the grocery store, and if you're signed up with Mint or any website like that, then they would, you can use that mechanism to pull that you used your card at that store at that time. Go home, have some dinner. Oh, hey, your cat's doing something cute, so you take a picture with your phone. Watch some TV, surf the net while you do that. Then at the end, maybe you want to show all your friends the picture of your cat being cute. Take a shower, and then if you spend a little more money on a scale, you can get one that's connected to the internet and log your weight and back to sleep. So what I hope to do with the LifeTap is basically record all of this, or as much of it as you want, and you'll see that we have in green personal things that you want to record, and in blue this would be your employer's distribution as well. That would be, you could use it for personal work, or it could be in place in your company's infrastructure to record what you do. And there's some overlap here that you get a message from your boss. If it's on your personal phone, then that's their recording and your recording as well. And what you would see from that then is you would get, just as a public page for that, you get something that's like this. Where these are all things that I've chosen to share with the world. I've chosen to share that, who I am, what I am. There's some stuff about me. Oh, hey, I'm at Ansir today, and this is a net activity that got recorded, but then I added on my own personal comment about that. Hey, if you want to check this out, here's something that wasn't really an event that was particularly recorded, but I just thought I'd tell someone, and someone responded to me. If I go down, here's a little political rant I put up on my blog that I decided to automatically, get pushed to this page as well. And here's a website I visited that I thought I liked, and here's some beaten pictures that I thought everyone should see. Now, if we go to the private page, if we see what I see when I log in, it's going to be a little bit different. Here's some baby pictures that, I didn't think, were so interesting to other people. Here's some periods of time where I was surfing the net. And this was the only website I visited that I thought people cared about. I also visited the New York Times and Yahoo Finance, and no one cares about that. And then I showed up on browsers.com for a little bit, and I didn't really want to share that or anything, so I set it as, don't make sure that doesn't get shared. Anything in green really is indicates stuff that I've posted outside, that I've filtered outside. Oh, and then here's a little loop back here, so that's indicating a time when I actually visited the website. It's logging your own visits to log and record. Okay, so here we have, my comment, oh, the baby's being cute, and enough of the baby, and then I just didn't publicize, coming back to my mother about this. Oh, I forgot to mention these boxes. So these don't really fit in the event paradigm. These are things that I'm doing, that I'm in this course. I'm also looking for, a new used car. And in this case, there's some computer agent generated, hopefully helpful information about that here and here. Oh, I found something on Craigslist for me, and also here's another person that that then decided to send this through to me. I guess the other interesting thing is, here I had a call with Bill Gates about him giving me millions of dollars to fund this, and since it recorded that it was Bill Gates, and figured out that Bill Gates uses this as well. So here's his stream across online as well. And I can then navigate off to his life as well. And here I am today giving you this presentation. And then here in the future is a calendar event held at 3 o'clock into at the library. So yeah, it's the next Facebook in this application as well. I've tried to make it as convenient as possible that you could that there's very little you need to do. That if you go back to the user story, you know, if you take the points in your day now back in the user story here, where you would actually be involved directly in LifeTap, there's exactly 2 parts. There's here at lunch where you decided to share some stuff, and then down here just before you go to bed, you share the cat back. So you're not on Facebook all day. You know, you're not making that part of your lifestyle. So that's the general concept, and I think the very first question anyone should be asking when they hear about this is, Rich, are you crazy? Have you been living under a rock and not reading any of the news of the past month with Edward Snowden and, you know, all the ways that anyone can grab this data, that you're putting it all in one place, and you know, someone gets into this, someone gets into the website, they'd have the keys to the kingdom and take over your whole life. You know, why should I trust you on this? And, you know, honestly the answer is, you know, you shouldn't really just say, oh, we trust me and that's it. So one of the things I want to do is all this application would be open source under, I think it's the AGPL. So you could, you know, pay us $10 a month and we would manage this site for you, or you could take all your own source and put it on your own setup, on your own host, wherever you want, and maintain whatever security you want for that as well. So you can move into or out of our service as you see fit. You can record as you see fit. And so, of course, the next question is, well, if it's all free, then how are you going to make any money? Why should I as an investor pay you? And the answer for that is that we think that there will be enough people that will say, well, you know, we do trust you, Rich. You know, we'll pay you, $10 a month to host this for us, or, you know, we trust you and we're a company, we would like to set this up as a way to attract our employees, so we'll pay you to maintain that. Or we would also like to set up a app store kind of thing as well. So for instance, if you have Android in your car, you know, you might have an app like your breakdown of where you're driving from that. And this would be context just from where you're driving, figure out where you're working, and when you're driving the errands, when you're driving to visit friends as well. So we can make money through the application store. And that's the general concept. Oh, and what I've done for it so far is I made lots of mock-ups because web servers are still not my strong suit, but then I've also made a very small prototype of it on my phone right now. You know, what do I have doing this? I'm just recording calls and SMS right now, and so we have just a few calls. Just log that, and hopefully in the end we have some sort of client server to share with the website and display that. And that's the concept.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, awesome.